Hello, how are you? It's Karen here, and it's so great to be with you today. I wanted to talk to you about something that came up for me, and I figure I can't be alone in this. Do you find yourself you're juggling so many things, particularly right now, and you are finding that you just feel like you're failing at everything? So, do you find that maybe you have to work from home and you've got a homeschool? Do you find that, you're trying to put everything together from the home front, the work life, the finances, just everything. And at times, like you could have a really busy day at work, then you're coming home and then there's extra pressure and stress. And so the reason I'm talking about this is because not that I feel like I'm failing, but sometimes I feel in myself that I'm trying and doing so many things and it can feel like that you're going nowhere. And because I have done some work for myself and my mental health, it has helped equip me to not feel like failure. Because the biggest thing that I find is, so many people feel the word failure is such a negative, and it really does. It does really come down to your perception of failure and how you feel about that. So I want to give you just 3 tips that may help you through this situation. So the first things to realize is that if things don't work out the way that you had thought they would, you're still going to be okay. Alrighty. So again, it comes down to that perception that that you may have around failure, and turning a failure into something bigger than it is, into a catastrophe, exacerbating what it is. It's not helpful. That is not serving you in any way. And so we have to be really, really conscious of that thought process that we have around what we're saying and around what we're thinking. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to choose to be more grateful for everything that we have. Now, let's say, you're working, you're homeschooling, maybe you're working from home, you're homeschooling at this particular time. And so what could be something that you could say that might be really helpful to be grateful is the fact that you have children, if they're healthy, that they are healthy, that you can afford to send your children to school, that you have a job, because there are so many people who don't have a job. There are so many things that we can be grateful for. If we have electricity, we have technology, we have ears to hear, eyes to see, a brain to think. The list is absolutely endless on what we could be grateful for. So if you're finding that, things aren't working out the way you thought, more often than not, some adaptability needs to come in, but just focus on the gratitude and take a couple of deep breaths, and you'll be able to move through that one for sure. The second one is, this is an interesting one because, sometimes people try something and they're failing, and really, failure is actually just proof that you're pushing yourself to your limits. Now, what I mean by that is that if you stay in your comfort zone, you're really probably not trying anything new. So there is no try and didn't get it right. There is no, you're pretty much relatively free of failure, if you like, or free of not achieving something that you wanted. And so staying in the confines of your comfort zone is fine if that's where you want to stay. But if you have bigger goals and desires, if you want to become a better version of yourself, you're going to need to do some things that you've never done before. And that's going to challenge you, and that's going to feel uncomfortable. So, falling down, it's evidence that you're trying hard to accomplish something new, that you're trying really hard at doing something that maybe you haven't done before. And so that's a really, really great one to really remember saying to yourself and having that patience. And I feel like we so easily, as women, we so easily beat ourselves up. We forget to focus on the fact that, hey, we're out there, we're trying, and we're trying something new for the first time, and it doesn't feel normal, it doesn't feel great, and it can be really challenging. So that's the second one. The third thing is, you need to focus on, you want to say to yourself, I'll focus on the things that I can control. And, a great saying that was always passed down to me, I don't even remember by who, and I say it all the time, control the controllables. So those kinds of things are things that you can control within yourself, within your own realm of personality, within yourself. Okay, so let's say you went for a promotion and you didn't get it. Maybe you were looking for a pay rise and you didn't get it. Well, that's out of your control. And maybe someone more qualified came up and was able to, take that role. Maybe the company's not doing so great. And even though it may look like that, maybe the company's not doing so great financially. So you still have a job, but maybe at this point in time, they couldn't give you, that extra income, but maybe you're now on their radar to really take a look for when things improve because of the value that you bring. And so really focus on the things that you can, and then do your best at them. And so that's something that's really, really important, because if we are worried all the time for the things that are outside of our control, you're just going to turn yourself inside out thinking you're failing at everything in life. So my top 3 tips today is, things didn't work out the way I wanted to, but I'm okay. The second one is, failure is actually evidence to you that you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and to your limits. And the third one is focusing on the things that you can control. And so I've got 5 other tips that can actually help in this area. If you would like them, just send me a message. I'd be more than happy to share them with you. And if you are someone who's really struggling, obviously with serious depression and feeling like, life is overwhelming right now, please do reach out. We have many, many support networks that can help you. And if you're not sure what that is, just reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to get you connected up. No problem at all. So thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.